In our last class, children, we were discussing about the different parts of plant. As we all know that plant main parts are the root system and the shoot system. So in the shoot system, the parts which the plant have are leaves, stem, fruit, and flowers. So these leaves are the play a basic role. They play most important role of photosynthesis. With the help of photosynthesis, these leaves, these plants are able to produce their own food. Photosynthesis is a process in which the plant needs sunlight. If you keep this plant inside the house, it may not get the proper sunlight, with which it cannot be able to prepare the food, and as a result it may also die. So another major part is the root, wherein the root also supplies the minerals to the plant. Like if you water the plant regularly, then only a plant will survive, or else it may die. So even root system and shoot system are very important for plant growth. So the apart from this, plant growth is also important, as we all as I have asked you to do an activity this week, but I hope no one have done it. I want you to, in these holidays, to do this activity. Take 3 glasses, disposable glasses, in that fill soil, and you just sow seeds. Do you have fenugreek seeds at you in your house, or any other plant like which grows up to a certain height? Small plant. Take those seeds, try to plant it, try to sow those seeds in 3 different plants, and now check it. Keep 2 pots outside in the sun and 1 pot inside the house. Let the seed germinate. See how in how many days. Note down the results. In how many days uh, the plant comes out. In how many days the seedling is being becoming into a plant. In how many days it is coming out. Just check. Note it down. Later on, when the plant starts coming out slowly. Now check. Keep 1 pot inside the house and 2 pots outside, or else you just take one small plant, grown up plant, try to put it in a pot, 3 different pots, different, if you don't have pots, 3 different disposable glasses. Try to plant that grown up plant, small plant, and now check. Keep those 2 plants outside, cover up one plant with some another transparent object, cover it up. Do not let any air to get inside, and keep one plant open. Let the sunlight falls on it. Let the air. Uh, Now here we'll check how air is important. If that plant which is covered is not, if we are not allowing any air to getting it in, we'll check how do the plant survive or not. And keep 1 pot inside the house. Now check how that plant is reacting if it is not getting any sunlight, because you are keeping it in shade inside the house. It will not get any sunlight. Now check how it is reacting. Do it survive? Till how many days it is surviving? And even you just do not pour the water to one plant which is inside the house. Now check how it is reacting. Will it survive? Just check. Note down the results on a A4 size paper. Note down what is happening with those 3 plants. Okay, children. So this is the activity for you for this week. In these holidays, you have to do this activity and tell me what all you observed with this. And most of you have shown me you have done the activity. Like I asked you last week to draw this diagram of a plant and label its part. So nicely, a few of us students have done. It's really nice. Even Harsh has showed me. Nivedita has done it. But I want you all to do this, because now you will be free. You'll be having your holidays. So you have to complete your activity. So now I'll be clearing your doubts. In last 10 minutes, I'll give you the time for clearing your doubts. Okay, children. So now, proceeding with this, we will go through in detail about the different things. Like we have discussed about the leaves now. For what the leaves are helpful, they are helpful for photosynthesis. But apart from that, where the leaf is being attached, the leaf here is being attached to the node. Here you can see there is a node, and this part where the leaf is attached to the stem, it's called node. And this part where the branch erases here from the main stem, here you can see the branches. So these branches, here you can see internode. Through this internode, this stem is connected with the different branches. And here you can see the buds, and these are the leaves. So the internode is the connection between the main stem and the branch. And the node is the connection of the leaf to the stem. So even in detail, you'll be learning in your higher grades about what is inside this stem, how the water is being transported from the roots to the stems and the leaves, how it is being transported. So in detail, the internal structure, you will be learning. It is very complicated. But if you learn now, it will be very complicated. But in your higher grades, if you learn it, you'll be able to learn what is the internal structure and how the water reaches, how the minerals reaches the different parts of the plant. So in detail in your high grades, you'll be able to learn about it. So now coming to flowers. We all know that flowers are of different colors, isn't it? We all have seen so many colors. Even girls love plucking the flowers from the garden, isn't it? There are so many different attractive colors of flowers we see around us. So, what is the function of this flower for the plant? So, apart from giving the beauty to the plant, a flower gives beauty to the plant. Everyone gets attracted. Even you get attracted. Oh, what a nice flower it is. Even I want that plant in my house. So you just try to take that plant from there and you want to keep it in your house, isn't it? So apart from this, apart from attracting you towards itself, flowers even attract insects also. They attract honeybees, they attract butterflies, isn't it? Butterflies, they go, honeybees even, they go and suck the nectar from the flowers. We all know that they suck nectar and they just prepare honey. Honeybees, they prepare honey by using the nectar from the flowers, a sweet juice from the flowers. They collect all the sweet juices from the flowers. So apart from that, collecting the nectar, what they do is they sit on this flower. They collect all the pollen grains. Pollen grains from the flower will be attached to the wings and legs of the insects. And after, when these insects, they fly from here and they go and sit on another plant, another flowering plant of the same kind. When they go and sit there, they release all those pollen grains from one plant to another plant. So this transfer will takes place. And what happens here is pollination takes place. Like how reproduction takes place in animals, in human beings, you reproduce, isn't it? Human beings reproduce. We human beings, we give birth to young ones. So in the same way, what happens in plants, how they propagate themselves, how they reproduce themselves, they do not have any complicated way of reproduction. What they do is, what is the type of propagation takes place in plants? It is pollination. Pollination is nothing but transfer of pollen grains from one plant to another plant. So the carriers are the insects, the flies, honeybees, and the butterflies. They carry those pollen grains from one plant to another plant. They are the carriers. They help. So in detail about this pollination, you'll be learning in your higher grades. Flowers may vary in shape, size, and color. They are generally very attractive, colorful, and scented. there is a very good fragrance we get from some flowers, a few flowers. Can you name any flower, a few flower names? Can anyone just give me which smell very fragrantly? Yes, can anyone just, yeah, I have unmuted everyone. You can give me the answers.
Ma'am, sunflower, rose, jasmine, lotus,
Yes,
rose, jasmine,
yes,
hyacinth,
yes,
lily,
yes, yes.
rose,
Lily,
jasmine,
jasmine,
lily.
rose. Yes, that's good.
Rafflesia.
Yes. So these flowers, they have very attractive fragrance. So with the help of fragrance also, they attract different insects, they attract even human beings also. So we even but a few flowers which do not have smell in them, but they have very attractive coloring, they have so much different colors, but they don't have fragrance. This is because to attract the insects. So in your high grades you'll be learning about the uh, mode of transfer of pollen grains from one plant to another plant. What are the different carriers who will help the plant pollination, who will help in pollination? So we'll be learning it in your higher grades. So now we'll discuss about in detail about fruits and flowers. So here, if we so we were talking about the flowers here. Flowers usually contain both androecium and gynoecium. Please underline it, children. Underline this. Do you have your course books with you? You have a habit of keeping this course book with you. It's in page number 4. Flowers. In flowers, it is there. Flowers usually contain both androecium. Androecium is the male reproductive part, and gynoecium is the female reproductive part. What, ma?
Ma'am, can you join me in other device?
Yeah, sure.
Page number 4 in flowers, what we should underline there?
Page number 4. Yes,
Ma'am, we have to
Rudranish.
underline flowers usually contain both androecium
Yes,
and the
androecium and gynoecium. Yes, Rudranish, please switch on your cam. I want you to read about this flowers. Please read it out. Switch on your cam once, everyone, children. All, every one of you. Switch on your cam.
I'm eating.
Okay, that's fine. If you're eating, you can switch off your cam. Yes, ma. One by one, everyone have to read this. Yes, Divishi, you have to read about flower. Read about flower, Divishi. Let Divishi
Ma'am,
read.
should I start, ma'am?
Yes. Flowers.
Flowers. A flower is the
Reproductive.
part of the
Reproductive.
reproductive part of the plant. Flowers
Vary.
vary in shapes, size, and color. They are generally attractive, colorful, and scented. Flowers usually contain both androecium and the
Androecium. Androecium, which is the male
and
reproductive part.
the gynoecium. Function.
Female reproductive part.
While some flowers may contain either of them.
Okay, Devishi.
Function.
Thank you. Yes, Devishi. Enough, Devishi. Thank you. Yes, Hanvita. Read it again. Flowers.
Flowers are functions, ma'am.
Yes. Only flowers. Read it. Everyone be ready. I want you all to read it.
Ma'am, can I read types of fruits?
Yes, Hanvita.
Yes, ma'am. A flower is a reproductive part of the plant. Flowers vary in shape, size, and color. They are generally attractive, colorful, and scented. Flowers usually contain both androecium,
Androecium. Androecium,
androecium, male
which is the male reproductive
part,
part.
and the gynoecium,
Gynoecium.
Gynoecium.
Spell it again.
Female.
Everyone spell it. Andrecium.
Andrecium, gynoecium.
Yes, andrecium.
Gynoecium.
Andrecium is the male reproductive part of a flower, and gynoecium is the female reproductive part of a flower. Please underline it,
Ma'am,
everyone. It
I
is
have
very
a doubt.
yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can I read?
What
Wait,
doubt you have?
Deepika.
Ma'am, means how can we identify that they are male? This is male part and that is female part. How we can find out, ma'am?
You can find out. I'll show you. I'll show you the images of that. Like which part will have this male reproductive part and female reproductive part. I'll show you in detail about this. Yes. Srihit, you can read about flower.
Yeah, ma'am. Flowers. A flower is a reproductive part of a plant. Flowers vary in shape, size, and color. They are generally attractive, colorful, and scented. Flowers usually contain both androecium, the male reproductive part, and gynoecium, the female reproductive part, while some flowers may contain either of them. Functions.
Okay, that's fine. Yes, Vishwan, read about flowers.
Yes, ma'am. Flower.
Rishi, look into the book.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Flowers. The flower is
Vishwan, we can't hear you.
Flowers. Ma'am, can you?
Yes, now we can hear.
Flowers. A flower is a reproductive part of the plant. Flowers vary in shape, size, and color. They are generally attractive,
Ma'am, his
colorful.
voice is cracking, na, ma'am.
Yes, his voice is breaking. I think there's a
Flowers
network issue.
andrecium, male reproductive part, and gynoecium, female reproductive part. While some flowers may contain either of them.
Okay, that's fine, Vishwan. That's good. Yes, Bilohit, I want you to read about functions.
Some plants have attractive flowers that attract insects toward them for pollination. Pollination is a transfer of male cell from
Pollen
another
from anther to female cell, which is called as ovule, present in the ovary.
ovule present in the ovary.
Okay, Vishwan. Vilohit. Thank you, Vilohit. That's really nice. Yes, Rikshita, I want you to even read about the functions. Srikshita.
Yes, ma'am.
Srikshita, read about the functions of flower.
Yes, ma'am.
Make it
Functions. Functions. Some plants have attractive flowers that attract insects towards them for pollination. Pollination is the transfer of male cell from the anther to the female cell present in the ovary. Flowers lead to formation of fruits and seeds. Seeds germinate to form new plants. Flowers have an ornamental value and they beautify the environment. They are source of food for many insects as they contain nectar.
Okay, good, Srikshita. I want Nivedita to read about the functions again.
Ma'am, can I read, ma'am, fruits?
Nivedita.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we can see it, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Based on the position, gynoecium on the thalamus, in relation to other floral parts, flowers are divided into three types as follows. 1. Hypogynous flowers. The gynoecium is present at the tip of the thalamus. The remaining floral parts, like calyx, corolla, and rhizium, are arranged at the base of the
So
gynoecium.
these are the parts of flower.
In this flower, ovary is completely present outside the thalamus. So,
So
it
this
is
is the
called
gynoecium, children, which is
superior
present at the
ovary.
bottom of the flower.
Examples:
So what is
Hibiscus
gynoecium?
datura.
Is it a female or male reproductive part?
Pyrogenous flowers.
Gynoecium is the female reproductive part.
Thalamus is concave or saucer-shaped.
And
the
here you can
gynoecium
see
is located
these are the pollen
centrally
grains.
in the thalamus. The remaining floral parts, like calyx, corolla, and rhizium, are arranged along the margins.
So here you
In
can
this
see a
flower,
long type of
ovary
tube.
wall
So
is
this is the male reproductive
adnated
part,
to
children.
thalamus
And rhizium
only at the base.
and this
In
is
this
gynoecium
flower,
at the bottom, at the
ovary
base
is
of the flower.
present partly
And just a
inside
second,
and
I'll
partly
mute this one,
outside the
this
thalamus.
video, and I'll try to explain it to you. Here you can see the, just a second, I'll make it a little bit back.
Are arranged along the margins. In this flower, is concave or saucer shaped.
Yes, children. So if you see this flower,